Welcome to Studio 22. I'm Ryan Leatch, and I'm here with OCU assistant soccer coach, Coach Dahl. So, Coach, y'all had a legendary coach leave last year with Coach Harvey. How do y'all feel about that, and can you speak on what he meant to you and the school in general?
How much time do we have? I mean, no, for me, it was absolute pleasure getting to work with Coach Harvey, both as a player and then alongside him as a colleague. The amount you learn as a player from him, I mean, he's just a player's coach, so he really understands what it's like to be a player and kind of know what you're going through. But he understands that, you know, not only are you trying to become a better athlete and a better soccer player, but also a better person. So I got to experience that a lot more on the side of being a colleague, you know, working with him and, you know, just really getting the benefit of that experience. But now that he's retired, I'm thankful enough to be able to call him a friend, so we still keep in touch.
Yeah.
But I definitely miss having him around in the office and that kind of thing.
With that being said, we had a transition this year to Coach Martin. Can you speak on what he's going to bring to OCU soccer this year?
I'm excited for Coach Martin. He's already come in. Unfortunately, he started right around spring break, so when, you know, the COVID-19, you know, everything had to be kind of shut down. So he hasn't actually had a game yet.
Yeah.
Even though we were scheduled to have games, but I can already tell in training, just the way he's getting everyone's attention, the way he's, you know, just leading us in the right direction right now. Not that we were off by any means, but you know, it's kind of that new energy, that new life, that's really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to when we do get to play games to seeing how those go.
In 3 words, can you sum up the season that y'all think you should have?
Ooh, I was going to say conference champions, but that's only 2 words.
SAC conference champions.
SAC conference champions, there we go. Good.
We're going to go to break real quick. This is Coach Dahl, and I'm here with Ryan Leatch, and this is Studio 22. Hello, we're back on Studio 22. So we spoke a little bit earlier about how COVID's affected this season. Can you just illustrate everything that's changed for y'all this season, the preparation, the games, and everything it's taken away from y'all?
Yeah, so ironically enough, we've had to readjust the schedule about 5 or 6 different times with the assumption, okay, can we start in August? It was the initial thought during the summer. Of course, that unfortunately wasn't the case. So then we were promised games that would be able to happen in fall, and it's kind of ironic that there's a little bit of other schools in the SAC conference that are still competing in the fall, but the university has decided that we won't be competing in the fall, so that means all of our games will be in the spring. So that alone has definitely affected, you know, quite a bit, because normally we'd be training and preparing for games. Now we're preparing for games in the spring. So typically we'd be, you know, if we have a game on a Saturday, your training schedule for that week would lead up to that game. Now it's kind of more of a, let's keep training, let's stay fit, and let's, you know, be prepared, but there's no game on the weekend. So it's a little bit difficult as a player to stay motivated when there's not a game at the end of the week. You know, that kind of gets you going. There's, you know, the carrot on the end of the stick. But it's still nice that we are allowed to train. We're thankful for what we can do. And then in terms of our policies and procedures, there's a lot changing, in terms of you have to wear masks when you are in the locker room. And then the only time you're not allowed to wear a mask is once you're on the field, So we're thankful that we're an outdoor sport and that we have a little bit more leeway there, but it's still very challenging, and making sure everyone stays healthy, stays, hygienic, that kind of thing. So lots of washing your hands, lots of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, you have one of my closest friends on your team, and there's also the team captain, Haley Terrell, who's about to be a senior this year. Can you just speak on the leadership that she showed over the last 4 years and how much of a captain she is to your team?
Yeah, no, you talk about a player that does the right things on and off the field, and that's Haley.
Yeah.
She plays the position that I actually played, center back, which is, for those that aren't familiar, that's in the defense, so they get to kind of organize. And she does a very good job of not only communicating and setting the tone there, but setting the tone in the way she plays. So a lot of the responsibility of denying the opposition scoring opportunities, she's there.
Now, we could speak on Haley all day,
right,
me included, but we're going to have to go to break, or we're going to have to end the show right there. It's nice to have you. This is Assistant Coach Nathan Dahl. I'm Ryan Leatch, and it's great to have you on Studio 22.